Facebook family, what's going on? Instagram family, what's going on? Team, we have our workout today, so let's get on after it. One thing I do want to be sure to mention, CrossFit Arrow, CrossFit Arrow and Game Day Fitness have been absolutely amazing in this time. Should you know the community or anything, we're in Chamblee. It's an amazing gym, amazing space. Oh, hey mom. I highly encourage you all to check them out. They are absolutely incredible. We're offering programs for our members here and things like that. I am thankful to be partnered with them. I just want to give them a shout out because they have been absolutely paramount in my business growth, but also in just having a community and having a place to call home. So CrossFit Arrow is operated by Game Day Fitness. Game Day Fitness is the building. We have several classes here called Sculpt, Endure. We've got a couple new ones coming. I coach a couple of them. So yeah, anyhow, team, why don't we get on into it? So for our warm-up, we have single leg hip extensions, forward, side, and back. Then we have alternating back rows. We're going to go into a tall plank, and then we have 1.5 air squats. So I'm going to demonstrate those. So single leg hip extension. So you're going to be here. You'll go to the front, to the side, to the back. Oh, be sure to not hit any of these guys behind you. Throw this up. And all right, I'm back. So forward, side, back. This will challenge your balance and coordination. Okay, we're doing 4 of those. And then 4 on this side. Cool? All it is. Pretty straightforward. Then we go into alternating back rows. So one of the things that I want us to do, so typically back rows you would have dumbbells or weights of some kind or a band or a tension, but we can actually do that with our body. So what I want you to do is hinge over. So this would be, like a deadlift. So we're going to hinge over. And we are going to pull our arms back. Now, don't feel like you have to go way up high. Just think about tucking your elbow into your rib cage. Okay? You're just tucking it nice and in there. All right? And then that's going to be 12 per side. Cool. Then we go into a tall plank for 20 seconds. We've been doing those lately. So, tall plank here. Make sure your butt stays down. Don't be up here. Keep a nice straight line. And then we go into 1.5 air squats. So this is a squat, half squat up. So this is counted as 1. That is 1 squat. Cool? So let me grab my timer because we are about to get after it. Ooh, do I have a stopwatch? What is my, there it is. And there we go, there's my face. So we've got 3 minutes on the clock and we're gonna get after it. Cool, cool. So single leg hip extensions, alternating back rows with our body weight. We've got tall plank for 20 seconds and 10 1.5 air squats. All right, so for those of you on Instagram, if you need to see what the workout is, oh, hey. Hi, buddy. If you need to see what the workout is, for my Instagram family, it is on my Buckingham Fitness page. So let's get after it. We've got 3 minutes on the clock. So we are 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4. Now some of you might be wondering why I have my hands on my hips. I just like that to make sure that my hips are staying neutral and in front of me, square to, well, the camera. This is just going to make sure that I'm activating the right muscles. What we don't want to be doing this when we open up. We don't want to rotate our hips. So that's why I'm doing it. Alternating back rows. So we're here, tuck in. Again, we need to start working our shoulders to the back more than we do to the front. Optimal shoulder health as prescribed by Dr. John Russin, who I have been certified by. He says that the golden ratio is 3-2-1. If you have questions on that, let me know. But essentially, we need to be pulling to our back more than we are pushing to our front. Cool? Cool. I think I've got 2 more. And bam, toe plank. And you're just gonna sit here for 20 seconds. We're doing a variation of this later today. So I just wanna make sure that we get a little warmed up for it. This should not be tough. We're just merely cruising along here. We're just getting some mobility. You can rock a little side to side if you wanna feel it in those shoulders. And then we come into our 1.5 air squats. So squat and up. Squat, half, squat. Squat, half, squat. Okay? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, so this is a little bit longer of a warm-up today because we have 50 seconds left, but we're just gonna keep powering through. So we have 1 more hip extension here, and we'll switch sides. Just make sure that you control this. We want to be feeling this in the front, the side, and the back of our hip. The hip works in all directions, so we therefore must move it in all directions. We've got our alternating back rows again. I'm not going super high, just staying right here. Nice and tight, okay? Boom, boom. Get a good 90-degree pull. And 3, 2, 1. All right, so that was a warm-up. That was 3 minutes. Shocking that 3 minutes gone like that. But let's get right into the AMRAP. That's as many reps or rounds as possible. So AMRAP, for those of you wondering what that anagram is. We have 10 minutes on the clock, and I have some new things for you today. So hip thrusts, for those of you that definitely follow my Instagram page, I know you've seen me do those. For those of you that follow my Facebook page, you might not be as familiar with it. So hip thrusts, I really like doing hip thrusts off of a bench or a couch or a table, if you will, as long as it's soft enough. So I'm gonna show you 2 variations for the hip thrusts. You can do hip thrusts on the ground, where you are here, legs slightly wider than shoulder width. I'll rotate to the front, but here, and hips drive straight up towards the ceiling. Squeeze your butt, okay? From the front, and out here, squeeze it up through there. I've got a nice box here, and I want to think about angling my toes out ever so slightly so that I can engage my pelvic floor more, my glutes engage more when I open up my toes. More on that later. But with a bench, it allows for greater range of motion. So I'll be here, my scapula pinned up against it, and then I can sink my hips down. See how much range of motion I have? Boom, all the way up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Also, for those of you that are at home and like working out, take your shoes off. I'm gonna take my shoes off. I actually prefer having my shoes off. Makes me feel more connected to the ground because I am. So those are the 2 variations for the hip thrust. I recommend this one. That is the one I will be showing, okay? Then we go into lat pull down. Now we don't have, if we're at home, if you have a band, wonderful. For those of us that don't, I want us to get used to that shoulder mobility and engaging our back. So yesterday we did some face pulls to the back. Now we're going to take that straight up and pull down. So we're just gonna go for 20 seconds on that. It's just straight up, straight down, okay? Now you notice I'm not way back here. I'm not pulling myself back. I'm in line with my thumb to my ear, okay? Lat pull downs and shoulder presses, That's typically where you want to be, okay? So here, and we pull down and we work on pulling our back, okay? Again, we're trying to reinvigorate shoulder health, and one of the ways to do that is to work on our back more, not our front. I know a lot of people want a nice big burly chest, but I'd rather have a better back because it's just going to be better overall, and I will get a burly chest out of it. So then we have tempo air squats at 3, 2, X, 1. I will demonstrate. So 3 is eccentric, 1, 2, 3. 2 is isometric, 1, 2. X is explode up, 1 is hold at the top. Then we're back in 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, X, hold, and 1, 2, 3. Cool? So that is the tempo air squat. So eventually I have a ton of these programs for us coming up. Sorry, comments on Instagram. Hey B, so just make sure that you are able to follow along with that. I'll keep explaining as we go though. And then tall plank alternating shoulder taps. So those look like, you're here. Okay, so these are quick. Here. If you can't do that, no worries. Do your best. That's all I'm asking. Just do your best. But we've been doing a lot of tall planks, and so we just quick. But you want to do it quick. If you do it slow, it really works your core. Or if you want that challenge, go get them. But hey, we got 10 minutes on the clock. Let's get after it. I'm starting to get a little sweaty. I don't know about you guys. I'm sure you're sick of me talking, so let's get working. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1. Hip thrust, 15 to 20 of them. So we're here. Sink. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Make sure your eyes stay on the horizon. It's better for your cervical spine, okay? Squeezing up through those glutes. Give them a little tap if you can't feel them. We want to make sure that we are engaging. Squeeze them at the top. 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. So then we go right into our lat pull downs. So we're pulling down, and I believe we have 20 seconds of this. Make sure you get a nice little pause at the bottom so that your muscles can start learning how to do that better, more efficiently. And that muscle memory is going to really help your shoulder health, your posture. We want to stand up tall. We don't want to be slouched over all the time, okay? And 20 seconds, bam. Tempo air squats. 3, 2, X, 1. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, X, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, X, 1, 1, 2, 3. Oh, this is going to take a while. X, 1. So this is another way that we can challenge the body, okay? You don't have all the weights in the world, that's fine. You can use your body differently. Slowing down the tempo will cause our stabilizing muscles to work a lot harder. We're halfway. Your body is going to be using itself differently to create a stress so that your body adapts to something else, okay? A lot of times people just do the same things over and over again, and then they wonder why they're not getting results or why things aren't changing. Well, that's a big reason. You're not doing anything different. Hard to get change when you're not changing. So yeah, and one more. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and up. Awesome. So now we have our tall plank shoulder taps. 20 seconds on the clock. And here we go. For me, I like to get a little bit wider with my feet in the back. If I'm too narrow, I start rocking like this and I don't feel my core engage as much. So I like to get about shoulder width apart. You'll notice the difference in your core big time, and that's 20 seconds. So, whew, yeah, and that's took 3 minutes, so that's 1 round. You do as many as you can. That's what hip thrust. I'll show from the front. So, again, create your box, 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 up. This is probably a little weird to camera. Whatever, we're all adults. We're not. Cool, kiddos, help. So we're here. There it is. Take those hips straight up to the ceiling. You are hip thrusting. This will create a greater glute contraction, especially if we are wide enough for it. You can do them here. You'll feel a little bit more in the quads. You won't be able to get as deep of a range of motion. So make sure that the stimulus that you are trying to achieve, you can get that, but I personally prefer this so I can engage my glutes better. Bam! All right, and lat pull downs. Just going for 20 seconds here. For those of you on IG, I've got a timer over here, so I'm trying to keep us as on time as possible. Be sure to wave. Again, the full workout is listed over on Facebook. These are being posted to my YouTube page. They are available for watch later, I guess on IG Live for a day, and then also on Facebook. What is next? Oh, tempo air squats. What am I doing? So here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, up. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, up. How are we feeling out there, team? Anybody waving or anything? I don't know if anybody is live with me or not. I can't read anything if you are saying anything, so I apologize. Some comments on Facebook come up, Instagram. I don't know what people are saying. Maybe it's about my bad breath, probably. All right, we're halfway. But also, one of the things I want you to think about is pushing through the floor. 2, 3, 1, 2. Push that floor away. Don't think about squatting up. Think about pressing your weight into the ground, pushing the ground away. That's a very good cue to help with your deadlifts, with your squats, just overall health of your legs and strength and resiliency. You want to keep a tight core here. 3, 1, 2, up. Last one. 2, 3, 1, 2, up. And shoulder taps. Remember, wide base. So this one's also taking about 3 minutes. So we'll get through a whole nother round. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Make sure on these guys that we're engaging our core. We want to make sure that even if we're doing all of these things, just want to make sure that our core is engaged, that we're protecting our spine. Our spine is so critical. Just want to protect it. Nothing wrong with that. Back to the hip thrust. I'm going to give it a 45-degree angle. So we're here. We got 15 to 20. Your call on that. If you can only do 12, do 12. If you can, do more, add weight or hold your small child up above you while you do it. That'll make it more difficult. Okay? 9, 10. Again, we're squeezing up and through. Notice my knees have a really nice 90-degree angle here. Okay? I kind of lost count. I'm going to say 3, 2, 1 more. And switch it. Lat pull downs. Whew. Oh, any questions out there while I'm here just kind of blabbering? If not, I'll keep talking, I guess. I'm starting to lose my voice, but if anybody has questions, especially while we're live, it'll be harder for me to answer them when we're not live, especially in real time. Well, there's lack of oxygen going to my brain. So if anybody wants me to make a fool of myself, keep watching. Lat pull downs. Now, tempo air squats. 3, 2, X, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, up. And just so you guys know, this timer, I'm watching the seconds on it so I can stay very consistent with my tempo and just being honest, okay? That's one of the things, especially with lifting, with strength training, with building muscle and things like that. There aren't any shortcuts. You might have really good genetics, sure, but if you don't put in the work, you don't get the rewards. Some people sure have good genetics, others really work for it. A lot of people don't know this about myself. I've lost 45 pounds from where I used to be. I used to weigh over 200 pounds. Fitness and nutrition really, saved my life. I didn't like where I was, then I got more into this, and it was one of those things that, wow, can't believe I've been doing anything else as far as, exercise and health goes. But yeah, so 2 more, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Make sure those glutes are engaged. Make sure you squeeze them. We're holding 2 and up. All right, we got 55 seconds left on the clock. Let's get through as much of the hip thrusts as we can, okay? All right, 10 more seconds. Good job, team, good job. 2, 1, and hip thrust. We got 30 seconds left, okay? Keep it up, keep it up. We're good. We get to breathe for all the time in the world as soon as it's done. I'm sweating. Hopefully you're sweating. Get a little bit of mobility and movement in your body. That's what this whole first week is about. Next week we'll go for more strength and stability, but we have to be able to build strength and stability upon something. So we want to mobilize our body and move it. 2, 1, and whew. Oh, that was fun. Hi, everybody. What's going on? That was a workout. So we did. Always make sure to cool down after your workouts. We did a lot of hip work, so we definitely want to check hip. I'm grabbing this phone real quick. We want to make sure that we are doing a good job of making sure that after we move our body that we give it a little stretch, we give it a little love. Yay, that was fun. And just being able to, oh, hey, that's easier. I can talk to both of you. Ooh, Facebook, Instagram, Facebook, Instagram. Yeah, we just want to make sure that we're taking care of our body. Right now, the only things that are very certain right now is, the only things we can control really. Our attitude to everything going on, but also just being able to do what we can with what we have. And if all we have at home is our body weight, awesome, that's all you need. That is all you need. And so right now, if you wanted to take a 2-minute break, do it all again for another 10 minutes, be a good workout. You got your hinges, you got your pulls, you got your squats, and I guess you got your push and core abdominal work. I'm talking about the 6 foundational movement patterns. For those of you that don't know, they are the push, pull, squat, hinge, lunge, and carry. Those are the 6 foundational movement patterns that every single person's body does biomechanically, apart from disability or lack of limb. But those 6 foundational movement patterns are the things that we can actively enhance strength on. Rotation, because I'm sure there's somebody out there who's like, what about rotation? That's the glue that holds it all together. We don't really want to rotate the spine with a bunch of weight on our back. That's not always the best thing. So anyhow, team, this was fun. Make sure you stretch it out a little bit. Make sure we stretch that neck. Stretch those arms, those shoulders. Give yourself a hug, especially if you're needing a hug right now. I need a hug right now, so I'm hugging myself. There we go. Get nice and deep. You can stretch out the full length of your side, hitting all of this. Let me go the other way. Oh, this is nice. I should do this more. Oh, this is great. Also, if I'm sweating, well, am I sweating? I don't know. But at least, you know, hey, get your heart rate up. Gets the blood going. But yeah, and make sure, like we've been doing those Cossack squats, so make sure that you're sliding side to side, sink into it a little bit on one side. Make sure you push that butt back. That's nice. Good, and then you can come over here, get a little bit of an adductor stretch for that groin, especially after all those tempo squats. Gonna need it. So yeah, team, what I got for you. Again, if you want the PDF version of this first week, send me a message. I'll shoot you over an email. It's all free. I'm currently building more programs in my app for the Buckingham Fitness App. And I just spoke with the creator of the payment structure on there. So he made things 10 times easier for me. So I'll be able to deliver more programs to more people, cheaper prices, which I know that especially right now, that is important. And I do have 4 Bodyweight programs coming. One is, so we have the at-home shred, the at-home power, at-home endurance, and then at-home sculpt. These are all just tentative names right now, but those are the programs that I have available on the app. So if you're interested in the app, let me know, look you up, especially while it's discounted. But yeah, love you all. Have a great day. We will get tomorrow. And yeah, let me know how it was, and be sure to pass along, share with friends. If you need a recap, also know that I will be posting these on YouTube, and they will be live, I guess, forever on my Facebook page. So, team, we will see you, and end video in 3, 2, 1. Bye, guys.